In the 1970s, scientists created a perfect world for mice, a paradise of unlimited food, water, and safety. But instead of thriving in this paradise, their society collapsed. A small number of males controlled most of the mating. Others withdrew completely from social life. Mothers stopped caring for their young or killing them outright. And eventually, the entire population went extinct. People may think mice and humans are completely different, but biologically we are a lot closer than many would realize. Mice share roughly 85 to 90% of their genes with humans, which is why scientists have used them for decades of research. Now, if mice and humans share so much biologically, then the experiments we are going to talk about today reveal some deeply disturbing truths about human society and where we are going. This experiment was known as Universe 25, conducted by behavioral scientist John B. Calhoun between 1968 and 1973. Calhoun wanted to understand how populations behave when survival was guaranteed. Inside was a specially designed enclosure where the mice were given everything they could ever want: unlimited food, unlimited water, protection from predators, comfortable nesting areas. On paper, it should have been the perfect society, and at first it seemed to work. The population boom began, and the colony started off with only a handful of mice, but within months, the population exploded. More food meant more reproduction, and more reproduction meant more mice. But as the colony started becoming crowded, something strange started to happen. A small group of dominant males began controlling most of the females within the colony. These males defended their territories aggressively and monopolized reproduction. By this, many other males were left without status and territory. These displaced males were pushed to the edges of the colony, both physically and socially. Left without a role in the social hierarchy, their behavior began to change. Some became violent and unpredictable. Others simply withdrew from social life. And then others became hypersexual, having sex with other males or any female they came across. Among the isolated mice, Calhoun noticed a strange group he later called the beautiful ones. These mice refused to fight. They refused to mate. They stopped interacting with the colony. Instead, they spent their days grooming themselves, eating, sleeping. They were physically healthy, but socially detached from the society around them. As the colony became more chaotic, female mice began to change. The mothers started showing signs of extreme stress. Some stopped building proper nests, others abandoned their young, and in some cases the mothers even killed their own offspring. Without stable parenting, few mice survived, creating a slow population collapse. Some sociologists have drawn comparisons between this experiment and modern human society. In many parts of the Western world, birth rates are declining. More people are reporting social isolation. Hypergamy is at an all-time high. Some observers compare this experiment with drawn mice to the people who step away from relationships or traditional social roles. Of course, humans are a lot more complex than mice. Our societies are shaped by culture, technology, and personal choice, but this experiment still raises unsettling questions.